Episode 154 of the Marketing Lyfe podcast. This is Taylor Timothy, your host. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the rebranding process because I'm kind of going through it right now. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit why I'm going through it. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. Take these things into consideration, but this is just me kind of going through my process. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. So guys, basically I'm going through a rebranding process right now. I'm changing and going away from my agency being called the Marketing Lyfe. And the reason why is because there's actually a company out there called Lyfe Marketing. And at the time when I first did research and things like that, I didn't do enough research, and come to find out, I'm like, if I really want to grow my business to where I want it to go, I can't sit here and compete with the same type of name as another company. So I talked to my brother-in-law. He's actually a lawyer, and he recommended that I actually change my name depending on how big I want to get. If I just want to be a small agency for the rest of my life, then, well, guess what? He's like, just leave it. But if you truly want to grow and scale, then you could have some issues down the road. So as far as the podcast goes, Marketing Lyfe Podcast, I'll probably continue with that as its name because it is my life. Marketing is my life, and I'm going to keep pushing that way. But as far as my agency goes, I have rebranded to Local DMA, and that stands for Local Digital Marketing Agency. So that's kind of the direction that I decided to take. I did some research, more research than I did last time, and felt like it would be a good fit. So as far as this process goes, what does it look like? Rebranding, is it hard? In my own opinion, it's not hard to do. It just takes a little bit of time. The frustrating thing, I think, for large companies that have already spent millions and millions of dollars on advertising, it's tough to rebrand. It hurts. It hurts the soul. But for me personally, where I'm at in my life and in my business is the stage of my business, I'm going to be okay. So the first thing that I did was I got a domain. I bought a new domain. Now, if you're looking to rebrand, if you're looking to build a website, make sure that you get a .com. I personally recommend making sure it's .com. So if localdma.us was there, but .com wasn't, I probably would have went with a different name, to be honest. So do some research on your domains, find a .com. Following that, you need to make sure, obviously, that you have a logo. You're going to have to get in maybe a new branding guide, your new logo, your colors, and things like that. You're going to have to go through that process and rebranding that way. Then following that, you need to dive into your emails, create a new email. So for example, I still need to do this, but it'll be taylor@localdma.com. and so on and so forth. So if you have people in your business, you need to go and create all of their emails as well. And then obviously from there, you're going to have to take your social media accounts, do new social media accounts, pages, Instagrams, all that stuff. Potentially, I will say this, you potentially can change those names and leave your existing accounts. It's really just going to depend on Facebook and what Facebook thinks. So I've tried to rename pages before, and they say this isn't the same page. It's not the same thing, so you can't do it. So you're going to have to figure out that. Potentially, you're going to have to create new social media pages as well. As far as that goes, that's basically my process as far as rebranding goes, and the reason why I'm rebranding my agency to Local DMA. And that's just a little bit that I'm going to share with you guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at localdma.com or taylortimothy.com, and I can give you guys a free marketing strategy or anything like that. I'm here to help. So if you guys have any questions, again, you know where to find me. And this is going to wrap up episode 154. Thanks, guys. Peace.